Hello again. Ooh, that was a heavy sit down. Right, today I am going to show you how I generally prep a page when I use acrylic paint. So I thought I'd show you first of all that I've made a new little special little grimoire for myself with an old book that I'd had from the charity shop, so which I've named Star. I did the cover like I usually do with some PVA and tissue paper to give it that sort of crinkly effect, and painted it and made it look pretty. I added some glitter because I wanted it to be a sparkly sort of thing with some sort of yeah, to delve into the, you know, what creates sparkle in me, and that sort of thing, and have a little bit of work on that. So I won't show you the other pages I've done because I'll do that another time, but what I wanted to do today was show you how I do a page, and this isn't too big a project, shouldn't be too difficult to do. The only thing is the drying, I suppose, but anyway. Right, so you see the pages of this, it's a proper old book. It's gone a little bit brown on the edges. It's reasonably thick paper, but that's sort of very matte paper, this one. So I don't make a mess on this side, because I'm going to keep this illustration here. Actually, I might put a bit of paper just in case I go around it like that, and then it's set to work. So I want to really just splodge about. I want some bluey black, so I don't worry about how much I'm going to put on, because you'll see in a minute I like to sort of lift it off so you haven't got a really thick layer. So this is just cheap acrylic paint that I buy from the works. I don't spend a lot of money on paints because I just mess about with them, don't I? And I've got other things I need to save my money for. So this is the sort of effect I want, like that. I'm going to go around here a little bit with this blue and black, just to give that a bit of an edge too. So I'm really just getting the base colours on, not worrying about too much about where it all is, just how I sort of want it to look. I'm going to put a bit of white on too. Let's see, there is method to my messiness. Hey, sorry about that. Getting a bit excited, aren't I? And then I'll use this paper here to lift the paint off the page, so there's not too much on it. So I'll press it down, squishing it around. And gently, because sometimes it does stick and it can rip the paper, gently lift that off. So I've got quite a smush on there like that. And same on here. And I lift some of that off a bit, so there's not too much. Sorry. And there, like that. Right. And then I tend to save these pieces of paper. These will become collage paper, so I can get my brush and just smush it around, and have, rather than wasting paint, I'll have some nice collage paper there. That'll do. Right, chuck that over to one side to dry, and then I'm going to blend this in a bit. This white. So I quite like how that's down for now. Then I'm going to add some gold in here. Use a clean brush. Get some gold in here. I want a sort of glowing gold centre, and then maybe a little bit, and then here. I always find, you know, when you first get started, you think, God, this looks terrible. And then eventually when you get to the end of it, it's turned into what you wanted. Now I'm going to put a thing there, but I'm not sure quite what I want to put on this yet. I don't know if I want to paint it or not. I think I might smush a bit of paint on, so get a bit of that blue and black again. Another piece of paper. Good. I have like a bucket of scrap paper down here. So I don't want to put too much on this because I'm not going to lift the paint off. So see, I'm not very tidy when it comes to painting. I do get myself in a mess. So that's that. And then I've got a bit of this gold on the edges, like that. Okay, so that's going to need to dry somewhere. No, I've got nowhere to put anything to dry. Let's just stick that over there for a minute. Come back to this. Now I'm going to blend this in a bit. So this is where I'm going to get messy, and I'll have to go and wash my hands. So I don't know. I like getting my fingers in because it sort of feels like I'm infusing the page with my energy, not just brushes and things. So that's that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I've got some an image that I did earlier, and I sort of want her there, but I thought the gold would show more around her, but it's not, look. So more gold is needed. So I wanted it to have a sort of angel-like glow around her. So let's get some more of that on. That's better. Right. Get my fingerprints on it. I wonder about in years to come when I'm dead, they'll be able to get my DNA off my books and recreate me, maybe clone me from my books, get my DNA, clone me, make another Sarah Jane. Jeez, there might be protests against that in some places. Right, so she's going to go on there. I did like those words, but I'm not sure whether they'll go anywhere, so but I have a star here, and I have this, which I don't know quite where it's going to go, but it will go somewhere. Now I need this to dry really, so yeah, I'll go and dry it and I'll come back and we'll do part 2. How about that? See you in a minute.